Hey, how's it going, everybody? Down to Funk here. You guys can just refer to me as Down to Funk still, or Caden Ortiz, KO, whatever you prefer. Just making this video because I'm sure everybody's noticed I've been absent for a little bit here, and that hasn't really been by accident. It's been by design. Essentially, just moving through different seasons of change in my life. So I just wanted to give everybody an update. So this will no longer be a grow channel. I'm not gonna remove any of the old content. You still want to watch that, feel free. I made that at a different point in my life, and I've been on a journey spiritually and with God for the past, well, my entire life. I'm 25, but really this past year, it's just been a monumental shift just in my life and in my spirit and the way that God's moving through me and working in me. I'm not meaning to come off as, arrogant or holier than thou or anything like that. It's just simply I want to update those that have been rocking with me since day one. And you guys, I'm sure, have noticed I was doing a show every Sunday and then kind of just fell off. I guess, speaking of the seasons of change, let me just read some for you guys. This is from, well, I guess let me give some background. I'm not smoking anymore. I'm not growing anymore. And essentially it's because at the end of the day, when you walk with God, you can either be wholeheartedly all the way in, or you can be lukewarm, spiritually and physically and mind and body and spirit. So I don't want to be one of those people that's lukewarm, and you cannot serve two masters when it comes to God. So you're either all the way in or you're all the way out. So I've made my decision, and I hope that in this and with this, you all continue to grow spiritually and physically. And if you continue to grow, awesome. And if you don't, that's cool too. And I guess I mean that with marijuana, or I mean it just spiritually in whatever way. I pray that you continue your journey and your path, because each path that we walk is our own. So I just feel that this was steps that I needed to take to further my relationship with God. So really what kind of unlocked my heart, I guess, in a way, was 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. And quite honestly, when I had been smoking in this past year, I wasn't getting the same enjoyment as I was before. And I believe wholeheartedly, and I have faith that's because of God working in my life. So that's with that right there. So speaking of the seasons of change, I just want to read you a passage from Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 8. So this title of this one is called Everything Has Its Time. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to gain and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And I'll just read you Ecclesiastes 3, 9 through 10, just real fast, because I really like this. What profit has the worker from that in which he labors? I have seen the God-given task with which the sons of men are to be occupied. Take that as you will. Take it as you may. I believe we are all called to love the way that God God and Jesus have called us to love, and that's wholeheartedly. The entire New Testament can be summed up in 2 commandments: love God with all your heart, and love thy neighbor as you love yourself. So, yeah, it's just been a journey, and I don't want to continue to be silent on the matter. And if there is more content in the future, it'll be content like this. But this is just an update of my life and where I'm at currently. I appreciate every one of you, and if nobody watches this, that's fine too, because I'm making it for myself, and because I just feel the conviction of the Lord to do it. So just kind of like I had the conviction just to stop smoking. It's just one of those things where when it's time, it's time. And that's where the seasons of change come. That was actually my notes, but like I said, this hasn't been a one-day process. I mean, these are all like daily Bible verses. I mean, these are all filled with it's daily verses. Like I've been actively working on this. I got verses in here too as well and all that. So I mean, there's I got a journal here that just fell. This is from one of my small groups that I'm in currently in my church and stuff. Just different things that we've been going through and reading, and just been journaling and reflecting on a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I just feel like this is the right move for myself, and if you don't walk the walk, you definitely shouldn't talk the talk. So I've always been somebody that talked the talk but didn't walk the walk, and I want to make that change, and I want to make that shift. And I feel that this is one of the best ways that I possibly can do this, or do that, in a positive and a productive manner. So like I said, I appreciate all you. Big shout out to P&W, Cultivar, Cultigen, everybody, Bluesman, Blue Collar Grower, Mikey, Anthony, Lester, Dubbage, Kevin, Groshek Kev, everybody, just thank you. This community has been really one of the coolest communities I've been a part of, when it comes to just coming together and just in unison. And I pray and I hope that, you know, that can continue to be so. And I pray and hope that if any of you are on the fence about your faith and what you should do, or you don't feel like you're good enough, just always know that Revelations 12:11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of the testimony, and they did not love their lives unto death. We each have a path that we have chosen to walk, and that's fine. God gives us free will because he loves us, and his love is unconditional. So with unconditional love, true love is allowing others to do as they wish, even though it may hurt them, even though it may do this or that. The choice is yours, and that's what love is. And that's another reason why it is so important to God and so monumental when you choose to follow him. Yeah, that's just where I'm at with everything. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say, or what else I can add to that. It's just a little update, quick little video. I'm gonna post some of this on YouTube, I'll post some on Instagram. But once again, if I make any more content, it's gonna be stuff like this, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I hope if you celebrated Thanksgiving, it was amazing. And yeah, I just pray that you guys keep having a great one, guys and girls. Yeah, just have a good one. Down to Funk, KO, Caden, out. Peace.